It's the same shit. Unless you're from South Australia, and in March in South Australia, we just fucking do everything in 1 month. We should really space that out a little bit better. So, it's December, which means more than likely last December or last January, you promised yourself you were going to do something different in 2020. 2020's been a bit of a shit fight, but the same thing probably happened in 2018. You promised yourself you were going to do something different in 2019, so on and so forth. So it's December 2020, and you're more than likely, as most people do, going to promise yourself that you're going to do something different in January of 2021. I've got a question though. What's the difference between December 2020 and January 21? We have a Christmas and we have a New Year's. That's 2 days. 2 events that don't really mean that much apart from you see your family and you might have a few drinks. You may have a couple of weeks off of work, and as most people do, they decide, right, January, it all changes. Because of 2 days of the year, I will delay my entire start on a process that I want to achieve because of 2 days. Mate, it's fucking no different than taking 2 weeks holiday off work in March. It's the same shit. Unless you're from South Australia, and in March in South Australia, we just fucking do everything in 1 month. There is no difference between December 2020 and January 2020. If anything, you may actually make progress backwards, right? That 2 or 3 kilos that you gained last Christmas, more than likely, you're going to gain this Christmas. So instead of waiting till January when things have got worse before they've got better, you could quite simply make a decision now to start whatever the hell it is that you wanted to start in January of 2020. The year's not over. You've just got a couple of days where you're going to catch up with your family, maybe get some cool gifts, and probably argue with a relative over something like politics. That's the literal only difference. There's no difference between now and January. Like there is no difference between June and July. I've never heard anyone say, I'll start it in July. You know, June's a busy one for me. Yeah. Lots of stuff happening in June. Queen's birthday in June. My birthday in June. There's no difference, right? If you said to your best friend, now wait till March, February, it's Valentine's Day, really throws it out. They'd call you a dickhead. But for some reason, we think that because it's December, we can wait till January and it's going to be fucking magical. Like the clock ticks over at midnight on New Year's Eve and magically everything changes for you. It simply doesn't. It's just time and it's just a day. You can literally start whatever it is you want to start now and be ahead for next year instead of waiting around. Essentially, you're just making an excuse for yourself. Waiting till January is just an excuse to delay something for no reason apart from you can get away with it because your mates aren't going to call you out on it, your partner's not going to call you a dickhead, and your boss, well, they just probably don't give a fuck what you do, to be honest with you. That's basically it is. It's just an excuse. So instead of saying, I'm going to wait till January, see what it feels like to say, I just can't be fucked. Feels a little bit different. But there's really no difference between December and January.